The Social Security Organization, SOCSO, on Tuesday issued 30 compounds totaling 43,500 ringgit against errant employers, via Obscurson, Operation Detect, 2012. The compounds were issued during the 2-hour operation which began at 10:30 a.m. The operation involved 140 SOCSO personnel from Petaling Jaya, Shah Alam, Karjang, Rawang, Klang and Kuala Lumpur. SOCSO Deputy Chief Executive, Sem Muhammad Razi said, Obscurson inspected 253 premises here and in Shah Alam. She said, 26 compounds amounting to 40,000 ringgit were issued against owners for not registering their businesses, while 4 employers were compounded a total of 3,500 ringgit for failing to register their workers, she told reporters here. All 46 SOCSO offices nationwide have been conducting similar operations since November 1. More than 4,500 companies have appealed to the government to delay the implementation of the minimum wage policy. Human Resources Minister, Datuk Seri S. Subramaniam said the request from these companies, mostly SMEs, had been handed to the National Wages Council for consideration. Dr. Subramaniam said the company's concerns, among others, were the high number of foreign workers involved and rising production costs. The council will check to see if their reasons are valid. Only then will these companies be allowed to postpone the implementation of the minimum wage, he said, after officiating the Skills Malaysia Carnival here yesterday. The minister, however, stressed that the government would proceed with the implementation of the policy on January 1. Dr. Subramaniam advised companies which hired too many foreigners to be innovative by automating to reduce their dependence on labor. Workers at the Lynas Advanced Materials Plant, LAMP, here say the first rare earth plant in the country is compliant with international safety standards and that its operations will benefit the economy and local population. Lynas Malaysia Sendirian Berhad engineer, Chin Yun Yi, said her health would not be at risk, noting that the plant was built according to international safety standards and given the green light by the International Atomic Energy Agency. She noted that the rare earth industry was expanding worldwide, as many components such as hybrid cars, batteries, bulbs, and magnets needed the material in their manufacturing processes. The LAMP operation is expected to create 400 skilled jobs, plus other secondary jobs. Senior Manager of Engineering Services, Abdul Rahman Muhammad Ali, said he was happy to be employed by the company, and it came as a shock to him that the matter was politicized to an extent that it could jeopardize their livelihood. Abdul Rahman's wife Rosita Yazin said, she was initially worried about her husband's safety, but having gained an understanding about the rare earth industry, she understood that the fears were unfounded. Aslan Zawawi, a technician, said the danger of radiation had been blown out of proportion. Datuk Dr. Lui Hung Hua, a medical specialist, who took up an interest in nuclear medicine and particle physics 40 years ago, when he was a medical student in Manchester, said what was dangerous was the political play by some people. As Malaysian companies get ready to put new minimum wage requirements into practice by January, the hotel industry is weighing up the best ways to roll out new salaries to staff. Maslin Arifin, HR Director at One World Hotel, said because hotel staff earn their total wages from a base salary plus an amount from a service charge, their new total salaries could be more than they can handle once the requirements kick in. Earlier this year, the Human Resources Minister issued an order declaring minimum wages need to be paid from January 2013, with the intention that all employees are paid a certain minimum salary, in this case, 900 ringgit for Peninsular Malaysia. However, Maslin said some of their staff already receive around 1,850 ringgit a month, based off an approximate base salary of 450 ringgit, and 1,400 ringgit to 1,600 ringgit in service charges. Once the new law is in place, his staff could be entitled to around 2,300 ringgit, estimated from the new enforced base salary of 900 ringgit. We have done simulation exercises to review the wages impact on our stakeholders, and we are also in discussions with our counterparts in other hotels to seek their views, especially on their approach in implementing the order. Nonetheless, he said, they are positive they will be able to implement the order by January next year. Several more discussions involving all HR practitioners will take place in the coming days. The discussions will allow HR practitioners in the hotel industry to exchange ideas on how each hotel would approach and comply with the order and guidelines to avoid any consequential negative effects. Communication of the changes, he said, is what is most important for all parties involved. A young New Yorker is making a name for herself by offering a service to take naps with strangers. Jackie Samuel describes herself as a professional cuddler, an odd and controversial job she created to help pay for her studies and provide for her young son. "I think I was born knowing how to snuggle. Snuggling is health, spiritual and fun," she told the Daily Mail. Her business, This Snuggery, allows her to pull in around $260 a day by cuddling around 30 men, 7 days a week. Business is booming so much that she has even hired a second cuddler to work for her. However, her successful business hasn't gone down well with everyone, as some people liken her chosen profession to prostitution, saying she is monetizing love. But Samuel says, clients are forbidden from touching parts of her body, and she has very strict rules on sexual activity. "I think clients come to me for all different kinds of reasons. Some of my older clients, their wives have passed away, and they just need someone to be with, like someone to experience touch with. Some of the younger clients are between relationships, some are in problematic relationships, and some people are just really curious, and they come to just find out what it's going to be like," she said.